Yes.
Oh, let me see this hair, girl.
Can you hear me?
Oh, that's a wrap on your head.
That's a wrap. Oh,
You okay?
she said, "You okay?" Oh, yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay. Yes.
What's the name? Am I saying your name right, honey?
No, it's Lathea, but you can call me LA. That makes it nice and easy.
Okay, I call you LA. All right. Well, thank you for the nickname, Grace. I'm terrible with names. LA, where you call me from, Mama?
Staten Island, New York.
Okay. How old are you?
I just turned 48 on Friday.
Okay, 48 on Friday.
Yeah,
That's a Virgo.
a Virgo. You
What
got
you
a
do
few
for?
Virgos tonight. Tonight is
I
Virgo night.
did. It is. You're right. I am getting a lot of Virgos. Um, maybe I get birthday people a lot. What do you do for a living, honey?
I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a notary. I do other things, contract work.
Entrepreneur. You have any children?
One,
How old's
22
your
year
child?
old son.
How old?
22.
22. Have you ever been married?
No.
No. Okay. So, but how do you pronounce your name? One more time.
Lathea.
Lathea.
Yes.
Lathea from Staten Island, New York, 48 Virgo, entrepreneur, mom to a 22-year-old son, never married. What kind of man you looking for, mama?
An honest man. Um, a man who doesn't have a problem, or a man who knows that he's the provider in the relationship. And when I say provider, I mean everything. I mean, financially, he's also the provider of, my security, um, meaning I should feel secure within the relationship. He should, he should be all about me. Um, I said honest. What else? I'm drawing a blank. I'm super nervous, just to let you know.
No, it's okay. So provider, you mean like pay all the bills?
I think that's what men should do.
Well, there's men that do that.
Yes, I know there are.
Okay. So she wants a provider. So if a man came to you and said he wanted to do 50-50, you wouldn't do that.
I frown on the 50-50 thing only because, like I said, I feel like men should be a provider. The men that have been, um, like my examples in life where I was growing up, they took care of everything.
Have
You
you
know,
ever had a provider?
have I ever had a provider? I absolutely have.
Okay. So, okay. So, and that just ended that relationship.
Yeah, he was crazy in other ways, but yes, he provided.
What ways was he crazy in?
We'll be here all night, boo. That's a
Okay.
different
Okay.
conversation, Kendra.
Okay. Okay. She wants a provider. We'll get to the money question later. What are your deal breakers?
Um, a dishonest man, a man who is not disciplined, who can't keep his thing in his pants, um, a man who doesn't know how to stand up for his woman. Um, so yeah, I think that's good, to start out with.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I mean, I prefer dark skinned men. I prefer taller men, but though that's my preference, my what's more important is how he treats me.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Well, I think he should make a certain amount of money. I live in New York, and so it's pretty expensive to live in New York. Um, I mean, I know you give people a hard time for the
Pause.
six
Pause.
figures.
Pause. I want to correct this right here. I don't give y'all shit. Okay.
Yes, you do.
I'm not a man. Let's start there. I am not a man. Y'all do not want me. I do not own a penis. So
Hmm.
it does not matter what I say. So don't put this on me. Okay. What I repeat is what men say. And men usually are here saying it in the comments too. But this is not about Kendra. So don't come and be giving me the energy child.
Well, I think six figures is like the minimum, to be honest with you. Um, and I know you oftentimes ask the question, like, I haven't made six figures last year, but I've made six figures, right?
So
And
you
be
don't make six figures yourself, but you want him to make six figures.
in this moment, no, I don't. But when I was in corporate America doing my thing, yes, I was.
Okay. So, but would you date a man that didn't make six figures?
I mean, not really.
Okay.
Not
So,
here.
okay. So
Because
let me
even
ask
with
you
that
this.
amount of money, it's kind of like it's
Okay.
hard to make things happen here in New York.
Okay. Now it doesn't seem, I know these are things that a lot of women want, and I understand the desire of it, but you did describe a small percentage of men to a certain degree,
And that's
as in the amount of money that he wants to make, and then also the characteristic of, you know, you want a provider, you want him to pay for everything. Not saying that this would happen. I'm just asking for clarity. So if you don't meet a man that wants to, you know, do all those things, has the income, also believes how you believe as in being the provider, are you okay with not having no man?
I mean, I'm okay with I mean, I, to a certain extent, yes,
Okay.
right? Because I don't want to settle. And if I settle, then I'm not going to be totally happy,
What's your
right?
definition of settle?
Not those things that I've already said that I want.
Okay.
Not getting the things that I say that I want.
Okay. I'm assuming you know these men that fit all your characteristics.
I mean, I know men who make six figures. I mean, like I said, I was in a position just some time ago where I was doing that on a regular basis.
Right.
And because I switched over to the entrepreneurial lane, I'm not there just yet, but I'm know I'll be there again.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm not talking about that. I guess right now the reason I asked if you know these men, what's wrong with the men that you
Because
know?
I'm very picky, and I'll say that. I'm very, very picky. Um, so I'm not saying there's anything wrong with those men. I just left a relationship with a guy made six figures.
Okay.
Okay. Um, but again,
Why'd you leave the relationship?
because that relationship was over 6 months into it. We waited. We held on for another 2 years, two and a
Why
half
was
years.
it over 6 months in? What
Because
happened?
I found out that he was married on paper, married for papers. When I
Or
asked,
married for? Wait, I'm
ma-
confused. Married on
married
paper?
married to someone else, but he said that he did it for papers, for their papers,
Okay.
for them to get papers for a green card.
Okay.
But we had the discussion before we got together. He totally lied about it. And I tried to come back from that, but it was really hard for me to do that. And then,
So was he pursuing a divorce or he was staying married?
well, he was staying married at the time. He promised me that he would get a divorce, but for the majority of that relationship, he didn't. Now, when we were ending the relationship, he said that he did finally get the divorce, but I don't know if that's true.
And what was his occupation? Because you said he made six figures.
He works for,
You don't
um,
gotta say you don't gotta say you don't gotta say who he works for. You can just say what he like the title.
yeah, well, I don't even know if people would know what that is.
Is what he did for a living?
What he did in that company, because it's like it was a procurement agent, I think is the name of the title,
Oh, okay.
procurement, something like
All right.
that.
So fair enough. So that's over because he was literally married to
He
somebody else.
was literally married. Supposedly he was not married anymore by the time we separated, but there were other issues. He had children. We had issues with the children. It just, it was issue after issue. And then, to be totally transparent and honest, he had a problem with me not, wanting to work a regular job and bringing in regular income and all that
Oh, he
stuff.
wanted you to work too.
Hmm.
Oh, but you don't want to. Oh, sorry, you're an entrepreneur. Gotcha. Okay. All right, let's do the Kendra Cam Mama.
Okay.
We gotta see your legs, boo.
I see, Kendra. I see.
Looks like you're in good shape. Okay. I see them jeans, girl. So LA, you said I could call her LA because I don't mispronounce her name. Do you want a
Yes.
guy to be in Staten Island?
No, no, no.
Okay. All right. You're 48. What's the age range you want to date?
Um, I'll go down to 45 to about 55.
Okay. You have paid questions. Do you want them?
I'll
Is
take the first one, and if I don't feel like answering, I won't answer it.
Okay. Okay. Coffee Killer said, so the man you want won't think he's settling for you. What sets you apart from the many other women wanting this popular man? What
Well, the
makes
thing
your
is, everybody's different, right? So just because, there's another woman, another 48-year-old woman who looks fairly decent for her age and this and that. I know the woman that I am, and what I bring to a situation. I hate that phrase, like, what do you bring to the table? Because that's crap to me. You understand what I'm saying? Everyone is different. I'm a very loving person. I'm a very supportive person. Um, I, whatever. What sets me apart is me being me, really.
Okay, okay. Do you want any more of the questions?
If I don't care to answer, I won't, but you can give it to me.
Okay. LII said, Miss Kendra, she's 50-50 at bare minimum responsibility though, but she doesn't want to accept that.
I'm 50. What does that mean?
He's saying that you would have to go 50-50 with your guy to get the
Why?
type of guy.
And how does he make that assumption?
LII, how did you come to that conclusion that she's 50-50? If you want to
If
elaborate.
50-50 at best, what does that mean?
What he's saying is what his translations, whether you agree with it or not, what he's saying is that you would have to go, I guess he's putting you in the category of a woman that has to go 50-50 with her man.
No, but again, what makes him come to that conclusion?
LII, what makes you come to that conclusion? Okay. All right. If you want to explain. Jag Medi said, what is that man gonna get that he probably can get from someone that's younger?
See, that's the type of mentality I don't really entertain. You know, if you want a woman that's younger, that's fine. You know, I'm someone who's completely different than anyone that you've met. I'm a completely different person. So your experience with me is going to be different than your experience with a younger woman, an older woman, a smarter woman, a less attractive woman, whatever the case may be.
I got you. Okay. After this one, I'm going back to my questions. Eclipse said, I love her energy. She's silly and funny.
I am. And thank you, Eclipse.
All right, let's take a pause. Let me go back to my questions.
Okay.
So, when was your last relationship, LA?
It just ended last month. It just ended last month, but like I said, it was pretty much over a long time ago.
Okay. Well, he was married the whole time, correct?
As far as I know. Like I said, when one of our last conversations, he said that he got the divorce, but I don't know if I could believe that. It doesn't really matter at this point, and it didn't matter at that point when we were having the conversation.
When you don't have to answer, but when's the last time you was intimate with someone?
Some months back.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on.
I am an overthinker. I am a Virgo. I'm a typical Virgo in that sense. I am an overthinker. I am extremely opinionated. You may have figured that out already. I'm extremely opinionated. I don't feel like that's a flaw, but I know that people kind of see that as a flaw. And I'm very outspoken. I don't typically bite my tongue. And I wrote down my flaws so I wouldn't forget. Oh yeah, following through with ideas that I have, because I'm someone who has ideas all of the time about different things, usually business, having to do with business, and then I don't necessarily always bring them to fruition.
Fair enough. All right, LA, why would a guy be lucky to be with you, boo?
Well, um,
Are you excited for this one?
I think I have a really good personality. I'm ready to be with someone who is serious about having a relationship. I'm ready to settle down, not settle, but settle down. And I'm down for whatever, but not what for whatever with the bullshit. I'm down for all the good shit. I'm down for all the good shit.
Down for all the good shit. Okay, you are 48. What's the age range you want to date?
I said I would go to 45 to about 55. I would
Okay.
even do 58 because if somebody is like 60 and keeping himself together, I'm okay with that.
Okay. And you want him in Staten Island? I can't remember.
No,
No.
I
Okay.
actually don't want Staten Island.
Okay. You have more paid questions, but it's completely up to you.
Go ahead. I don't mind.
You don't mind. Okay. Earlier you asked LII, why did he say you are 50?
Okay, he's responding back. Okay.
He did. He said, because of how you look.
Oh, so I'm mediocre in his mind. Well, I don't consider myself to be mediocre. That's his opinion. So yeah, even though he says that I'm 50-50 at best, I know that there's someone out there who feels like I deserve 100%
Okay.
of everything.
Don't get it. Don't start it with her. Jag Maddie says 6-figure men want their women fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, submissive.
Okay. Did he notice something different?
Okay. Well, I think right there. Okay, we'll end the paid questions at that moment. Are you on the Kendra G Singles dating app?
I am.
Okay. Are you under this name right here?
So I think I'm under LA Knight, and then recently I updated my
username?
picture. Yeah, I think it's the Goddess Knight.
Is it LA Knight one word? And how do you spell night?
KNIGHT.
Okay. Is it one word or two words?
I believe it's L.A.Knight. So L.space Knight, or it's under the Goddess Knight, which is all one word.
Y'all should know these answers because this is your moment to tell it to the world. And y'all got
the Goddess Knight.
So try the Goddess Knight.
Yeah, because either one should pull me up.
So the Goddess Knight, here we go. Here she is.
Yeah.
The Goddess Knight is her username. The Goddess Knight. That's why you can find her right away. The Goddess Knight. Okay, boo. You have a pretty smile. Oh, you like, are head wraps your thing?
Head wraps are kind of my thing.
Okay.
Hats and head wraps.
You said what?
Hats in the wintertime, head wraps in the summertime.
Okay. All right. This is her, fellas. 47 entrepreneur. Some things about her. Waiting for my king to find me. He's serious about finding love. He won't play about me. I have my preferences when it comes to looks. But what I want most important to me is how he treats me. What I'm looking for, a man who was led by the spiritual compass. He knows what he is. He knows that he's a provider. He's a provider of the safety and security of my body, heart, and mind. He's caring and loving, a man who isn't flippant with his feelings. Deal breakers, poor hygiene, no cigarette or weed smokers, no underlining misogynist issues, men who aren't gentlemen. All right, fellas, if you want it, here we go. The Goddess Knights, LA Knight, the Goddess Knights on the Kendra G Singles dating app. That is her first picture. Okay, Dimples.
Well, thanks. That used to be my nickname back in the day, Kendra.
I mean, I can tell you got dimples.
And I understand that I'm not for everybody, but I don't need everybody. I just need one man who knows what.
One man. That's all she needs. All right, boo. Well, listen, you keep me posted how it goes, love.
I will. Thank you so much for having me. I love you.
Love you back, boo.
Have a good night.
Bye, boo. Kendra G Singles, the dating app is available now on your iPhone and your Android phones. Just go to your Apple Store or your Google Play Store and download it now. Kendra G Singles, the dating app.